first, I mean, right off the bat, that uh, I don't know what the term is, onesie, uh, the plaid stripe. It's like
Oh,
punk,
yes.
and I don't even know what my question is. Just go based on that.
Okay, so funny enough, with Scared to Death, we obviously had like a wardrobe costume department, but Paul also wanted us actors to bring in some items we had, and everything in the movie were my own personal items. I mean, I personally love my wardrobe. It's pretty like deep and eclectic. But yeah, that like one piece jumpsuit with the skulls and stuff, I was like, oh, this seems like something my character would wear for like preparing for a seance. I got it on Melrose at this place called Cosmo Glam Squad. And yeah, it's definitely a statement piece. Anytime I wear it out, people are like, "Where did you get that?" So I'm glad it got picked for the movie.
It's like every decade is in that outfit. I love it.
Thank you. Thank
Uh, I can see like Bill. I talked to Bill Moseley, and he mentioned bringing his tie, the scorpion tie.
Oh, that like bolo tie? Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's sick. I want one.
And
It
and
looks so
and
good on him too.
right, but he's like, yeah, I brought this accessory, and you're like, everything that I'm wearing, I brought.
Yes. Yeah, Paul was just like, I like your clothes better. Oh, can we let's just put BJ in this? Oh no, I like this better. This is just use BJ's clothes. It's like, okay.
Was that a point of contention with the wardrobe department, or were they cool
No,
with
they
it?
I think they also agree. They're just like, yeah, these are cooler. These are more personal. These are more specialized. No, they picked out some really good stuff too, though. The only thing I actually think what that was theirs, I'm wearing like a leather jacket over top of the jumpsuit. That was wardrobes. So yeah, it was a collab. It
Okay, okay.
was a collab.
Um, Speaking of wardrobe, I've got to ask, what are you wearing now? I love the jacket and I love the necklace.
Thanks. It's like
Holy
it's
cow!
like a peekaboo moment. Yeah, I just wanted to dress up a little bit for you guys.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah.
You look great. You look
Oh,
great.
thank you.
10 out of 10.
It's mostly just the hair for me.
You get the 10. Perfect hair, man.
Thank you,
10,
thank you, thank you.
10s.
Forgive me for fishing. Um, I will talk about the movie, but since we're on fashion, do you have a line? Do you want to start a line? I mean, you're so hip.
Do I
Um,
want to start a line? Maybe deeper down the road. I because I do love clothes. I mean, especially with like when it comes to like acting and being a creative, I think clothes is such like an easy way to express yourself. I absolutely love clothes and accessories and stuff like that. Which is why even like the event we got to do on Tuesday at the house, I was like, I gotta dress up for it. I'm going back to the house. But yeah, somewhere down the line for sure.
sure. All right, so take me back. Let's go back in time. Day zero of you, your, I guess your manager, your agent, who I assume, maybe it's the prejudice, but I assume it's like an old bald guy who smokes a cigar. It's like, hey kid, you got to read this. You got to read this script. Or how did that process go of you discovering this movie and then eventually
Oh, fun.
getting
This
to
is
be in
so
it?
fun. So I got the audition from my agent, Kareem Muhammad, the Polygon Group, and I did it. And it wasn't too long before I had a director session with Paul. But the director session ended up preparing my scenes from the audition, thinking I was just going to read it with him. I hop on a call with Paul and he's like, "Oh yeah, we're not reading this. You got the job." And I found out Paul was actually already a fan of mine from watching me in my series Mike, where I played teenage Mike Tyson across from another Hollywood legend, Harvey Keitel. And Paul was like, "I think you'd be perfect for Johnny." So yeah, I don't know if my agent knew Paul before, but I'm so glad they took this opportunity for me because Paul is not only just a great creative, Paul was like the homie at this point. Like, I just did another movie with Paul called Relapse that also has Lynn in it, has Marilyn Manson in it. I think that's getting released later this year. It hasn't been announced yet, but keep your eyes out for that. But yeah, that was the experience. I auditioned, I met Paul, and then we've been connected ever since.
You've had, you're a young actor, but you've had the privilege, I imagine, of getting to work with these elder statesmen, these
It's
legends. You
such a
mentioned Harvey Keitel, Lynn
yeah, it's such a
Shaye, Bill Moseley. Um, are you like a an acting sponge? Do you try to pick everyone's brains, or do you play it cool? Or are you like, oh,
no.
whatever. We're all acting here.
No, I mean I try to treat them like normal people because I genuinely do want to know who they are as people. But yeah, what I do not deny, I am so blessed. Like my first big project was Mike. I got to work with Harvey Keitel. My first horror movie is with horror icons Len Shay and Bill Moseley. Like what? Like it's insane. So I one, it was great getting to like see them as people outside of like this big grandiose idea we make of them. At the end of the day, they're all just people, and all three of them are incredibly nice. Like when I tell you Lynn is one of the sweetest women I've ever met, and she just like talk about her love of horses, you're just like, wow, how can like this is the woman who does all this horror stuff. It's insane. And in the movie, she she's kind of a villain, low key. And then Bill's the coolest guy. Like Bill just sent me a DM the other day showing me him like skiing on the slopes. He's like, I'll see you Friday, kid. I'm just like, I will see you Friday, Bill Moseley. They're all the coolest people. It's incredible. I'm so blessed.
Uh, so getting to play this character, getting to star in a movie in a very central location. From what I understand, there was a script, but there's a lot of room to play. Are you game to play in that way, or when they go off script, are you like, okay, okay, now I got to keep up. Now
Um,
here's where the work comes in.
oh, for sure. I will not lie to you. I've never taken an improv class in my life. Never. That's probably a tool I think a lot of people definitely should have in this industry. I personally don't enjoy going to like improv shows. Sorry to my improv friends. I love you guys. I'll come to your shows. But it's not my favorite thing to like sit in. I would rather like watch professional wrestling. That's like more my jam. That's my favorite thing on the planet. Um, but yeah, it was fun getting to play. Like Paul gave us so much space to be creatives, and he trusted us within our own characters to like bring their own voices to life and volley off of each other. And watching the movie, it came together really well. Like it doesn't feel like anyone's like trying to steamroll the other person. Like everyone kind of gave each other space to get some improv in, and everything gels so like organically. I was impressed watching the film back. I was like, yeah, we did a good job. Like it's a really good ensemble. Like you can really tell we all had so much fun on set with each other.
Nice. Now, I hate to go on a tangent, but you mentioned a
Let's
buzzword for me, which is wrestling.
Are you a
Now,
wrestling fan?
no,
Oh, okay.
but there's so many people who I love and respect who love wrestling,
Okay,
and
okay.
I just don't get it. I
Oh,
like
I
maybe
can
I need to see it in person
I can
or
explain it
something.
to you.
Yes,
So
please, please do.
So my mom's favorite thing on the planet is soap opera, and my dad's favorite thing on the planet is boxing. And wrestling is this weird space where you combine the theatrics of cinema, but with the athleticism of the craziest sports, and then they add a level of like grandeur, and it's just like it's so fascinating to watch, like because they're not just athletes, they're also like major storytellers. So that's why I'm hooked. I'm just like these storylines are insane. The people are incredible athletes. They're doing things I could never imagine. They're putting their bodies on the line. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, wrestling's fake," but like you can't fake falling down. Like you're still getting injured in the process. Like they're literally doing their own stunts for our entertainment. So that's why I'm obsessed with wrestling. I'm just very in awe of the craft.
Sure. I imagine that there's some like bizarre world where like Grant Gustin and the late John McMartin, all these like uh, Broadway stars
Right.
were wrestlers and vice versa. Like The Rock
Right.
is like doing Gatsby.
Right. Exactly.
It's because there's a lot
Exactly.
of overlap with those skill sets, right?
Exactly. That's it.
Okay, so now we've gone back in time. Let's go even further back in time.
Okay.
Young BJ, when do you decide I want to be an actor? And what was that road like for you?
Acting's been an interesting journey because it wasn't something I wanted to do out the get-go. I was first an athlete growing up. I did track and field. I was a running back for football, played basketball. I got scholarship opportunities for those things. And then in college, I was just kind of curious, so I took some like acting classes, but I still didn't like pursue it. And then I moved to Los Angeles after being a preschool teacher with the Head Start program. And I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I was like, this isn't something that seems like something I want to sustain for the rest of my life. So I moved to Los Angeles, not necessarily for acting, but because I was over the winters. Like snow was just kicking my butt and I just didn't like it. So I moved to Los Angeles and there happened to be an acting, like a film class across the street where I lived, with this casting director named Phaedra Harris. And the rest is history. I didn't even have headshots yet. I just used some selfies, uploaded the casting networks, booked my first commercial on my own for Samsung using selfies as a principal role. And then I saw the check cleared and I was like, oh, I can make some money doing this. Even with the Mike Tyson project, I had finally gotten an agent, but I self-submitted to that. So acting is something I kind of discovered along the way. And I didn't realize I had such a passion for it. And then I saw that it could also pay my bills. So I love it. It's definitely a grind. Some days are a lot cooler than others. Like sometimes there are weeks where there's just you're doing a lot of auditions and get and hear nothing. It's just like you're throwing auditions to the void. And then you have other weeks like this where you get to celebrate a movie that you're about to have in AMC theater. So I love it.
When you got to do Mike Tyson, well, A, did you get to meet Iron Mike?
I did not get to meet
Okay,
Iron
fair
Mike.
enough.
Sucks, I know. But Margot Robbie was our executive producer. I got to meet Margot Robbie. That's cool too. And I worked with Harvey Keitel. That's also cool.
Yeah,
So, even though I didn't get to meet Mike, because sometimes the subject matter doesn't want to be as close to hearing their
sure.
story, especially from like a non-biased perspective. I totally understand why I didn't get to meet him.
And you mentioned that your dad loved boxing. I don't know if he's around. None of my business.
My dad
But
is, yeah, he's still
but
here.
was he like thrilled?
Oh, so I'm the youngest of seven, and I'm the only one to move out of Virginia. And my entire family was is stoked. My dad, especially because my dad actually trained all six of my siblings for boxing.
Oh
Just
wow.
it's
Wait, but
his
not
thing,
you?
but not me. But when I came around, they were just like, "Well, you're the baby." My parents are old. They're like, "I'm tired." So it's kind of like this beautiful like love letter from the universe that my dad's youngest kid got to portray one of his idols on Hulu and Disney Plus. Yeah, it's just so crazy how like the story God will weave into our lives. But yeah, that was really cool.
And I imagine your mom was unimpressed and is waiting for you to get a soap.
My mom is still waiting for me to get a soap. I'm just like, come on. I'm doing other cool things. I don't know soaps on my list. She's like, I just want you. What's her favorite soap? Bold and Beautiful. She was like, I just want you to be on Bold and Beautiful. I'm like, okay, I guess Mike Tyson wasn't cool. Bel-Air wasn't cool enough. Grey's Anatomy wasn't cool enough. Bold and Beautiful it is. I got you.
Did she know Victoria from Days of Our Lives?
I tried to introduce my mom to Victoria, but my mom is like, well, I don't watch Days of Our Lives.
Okay,
It's
all
like,
right, fine.
just a country woman from Virginia. She has her ways.
Yeah, yeah, I can relate a little bit. Yeah.
Right.
um, yeah, be like, oh my God, it's so cool. Yeah, I get to talk to you. It's like, yeah, I don't watch that.
Yeah,
All
exactly.
right.
No offense to Victoria. She's an Emmy winner. She's killing it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Right. She's
Uh,
one.
yeah, I got to talk to her last week. She's incredible, and she's doing music.
Oh yeah. Did you know Victoria and I were actually neighbors a decade ago? Like when we both had just first moved here and her acting career was already starting. Mine hadn't even started yet. And she had just like booked a guest spot on Modern Family and then she booked days. And then she found out that I was working Scared to Death because she had called me. She was like, baby, did you book Scared to Death? I was like, yeah. She was like, we're working together. And this is our first time working together. We've known
Oh,
each other for a decade. Like we're like real good friends. We go to West Hollywood, we do karaoke nights. So getting to work together and get to do this whole press thing together has been so much fun.
um, are you okay? So I've heard stories about friends who work together and they butt heads and you're like, "We can't let it get in the way. Can't let it get in the way of our friendship." Do you ever are you ever like, I don't know, I wouldn't do the scene that way, or back and forth, or you're like, no, we've all got our own
No,
process.
we had so much fun. We were like kids in a candy store working together. Like I actually felt bad for the PAs trying to wrangle us because the two of us together, we were never where we were supposed to be. We would either be in crafty or like taking selfies somewhere with like the creepy dolls. And so they the production was probably like, I wish they weren't friends because we have to find them. Where's BJ? Where's Victoria? Where are they? We need them right now.
What is your what's your go-to karaoke song? Do you have one in
Oh,
particular?
oh yeah. I love Fix You by Coldplay. I love a good power ballad. It's my favorite. That and there's a song called Jealous by an artist named Labyrinth. He basically does like all the music for Euphoria. What about you? Do you have a favorite karaoke song?
Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo by Rick Derringer. That's an old
Okay.
one.
Okay,
If
we love
I'm
these.
if I'm really mad, if I'm like gonna bother people, I'll do Bad Out of Hell by Meatloaf because it's like 10 minutes long.
Yes. I love Meatloaf. That's a great choice.
Um, or I'll do Paradise by the Dashboard Light, but I'll do the Ellen Foley part.
Okay. Okay. I love
Um,
it. That's sick. That's dope.
um, okay, so you know are building this incredible career. You've got some amazing feathers in your cap,
Thank you.
but you're still so young. You're a young person. You're
No,
doing, the world is
blessed.
your oyster.
Yeah.
So, do you have any particular like things that knock on wood, that you want to do next? Any like bucket list items, whether they're in acting or outside of acting
There's still
specifically?
so many things I want to do with acting. I kind of got a taste with being able to do Mike. Like I would love to do something that has more stunts. I got to do some stunts in Scared to Death. That was fun getting to do like the falls and stuff. So any kind of like action thing where I could do some stunts. My two favorite genres are horror and rom-com. So something in those two worlds just to get some more experience. But honestly, I'm just like so open. Um, I would love to do some sort of Western. That's my dad's favorite genre. So if I could like pick up a skill of like horseback riding and gun wrangling, that would be so sick.
Do a
um,
Western with Lynn.
I would exactly. That would be sick. She has horses. I want to learn. Yeah, that would be fun. So yeah, there's so much I want to do still.
um, so outside of acting, we talked about fashion. Um, I karaoke. Have you ever considered pursuing music in that way, or
Um,
are you too early to start like a fashion line of your own?
no, music would be cool. Music would be cool. I have been super fortunate sometimes being that person that goes to karaoke and there just happens to be a producer that walks up and is like, I want to work with you, but I've never followed through because I'm just like, this feels like a Hollywood dream. But I would love to do something with music eventually. My biggest dream, even with all the acting stuff, this is just like on some like just like old and rich storyline. I want to have a ranch with exotic animals. I want an ostrich. I want like one of those miniature teacup pigs. I want like a Highland cow, which like the dwarf cows. Like I love animals. So that is like end game for me. When I
You
can
have
like
thought this through.
I've thought this through. I want to have exotic pets that I like raise from like babies that are obsessed with me, and all my friends would come hang out with me and my animals.
I I will take down your email.
Per- per-